Hello, this is Jeff from FunOutfitters.com with your tech tip of the day. Today we're going to go over how to set proper track tension on your Arctic Cat snowmobile. Now, the first thing you want to do before you set your track tension is make sure there's no ice or snow buildup inside your skid frame area. Make sure there's no, it's all good and clean and melted out so that you get proper track tension, because that will affect the way that your track tension gets set up. Second thing you want to do is put your sled up on a shielded safety stand. You want to make sure that your track is 2 to 3 inches off the ground, because you will be putting either 10 or 20 pounds of pressure down on the track in the center of the track and measuring the gap between your slider and your clip on your track. You just want to make sure that you have it up off the ground high enough so that you can actually pull down on the center of the track. Now, there's different measurements for different models of snowmobiles. Now, on the Bearcat 570, the T series, the TZ1 models, you're going to want to pull down the center of the track 20 pounds of pressure, and your initial setup tension will be 1 3/4 inches to 2 inches. That's before you've ridden it, before the break-in procedure, before any of that. That's the initial setup when you first get the sled. That's what you want your gap to be. After you went through the break-in, after you've ridden the sled for a while, your track tension should go to 2 and 2 1/4 inches. That's center of the track, 20 pounds of pressure pull. On Bearcat XT models, you want your pull at the center of the track, 20 pounds of pressure again, center of the track. Initial setup will be 1.5 to 1 3/4. After break-in, that one will stay the same, 1.5 to 1 3/4, 20 pounds of pressure, center of the track. Your F series models, you're going to pull down the center of the track, 20 pounds of pressure again. Initial setup, 1 3/4 to 2 inches. After the break-in period, you're going to set it at 2 to 2 1/4 inches of gap at 20 pounds of pressure. The Z1 models, you're going to pull again, 20 pounds of pressure, center of the track. Initial setup, 1 3/4 to 2 inches. After the break-in period, 2 to 2 1/4 inches. Crossfire models, you're going to pull again, 20 pounds of pressure at the center of the track. Initial setup, 1 3/4 to 2 inches. After your break-in period, 2 to 2 1/4 inches of gap. Now, the M series models is a little different. You're only going to pull at 10 pounds of pressure at the center of the track. Your initial setup is going to be 2 and 2 1/2 inches at the center of the track, and after your break-in period, it will stay the same, 2 to 2 1/2 inches at the center of the track. Now, you want to make sure that you check your track tension every so often. You want to make sure that it stays the same. You don't want to get your track too loose. You don't want to get it too tight. If you run your track too loose, it will have a tendency to ratchet, which means it will slip on your drivers on the front of your snowmobile. If you run it too tight, you can run the risk of wearing your sliders out, which could damage your rails, which could damage your track, which could cause you more problems in the long run. Again, this is Jeff, FunOutfitters.com, with your tech tip of the day. You can reach us at 866-531-0123, or look us up on the web at FunOutfitters.com. Thank you.